Let them talk trash, I won't pop back, cause they want that. Type in all caps and it's all cap, fall back. I get cold whack, no response track. With the bong back, suck my ball sack, probably want that, ew.
Hey, get me out of hate. You know how it go online, ain't nobody safe. Like, hey, see me face to face, probably want an autograph and brag about it for days. Like, hey, biting my tongue, you want your 50 minutes, boy, but I ain't the one. Like, hey, we don't get along, but I ain't making you famous saying your name in the song.
Let them talk trash, I won't pop back, cause they want that. Type in all caps and it's all cap, fall back. I get cold whack, no response track. With the bong back, suck my ball sack, probably want that, ew.
So before we get started, ladies, I have a question for you.
Sure.
How did you become such a historian of Tom MacDonald and a fan of Tom MacDonald?
Well, I discovered Tom in 2021 when he dropped Snowflakes. And I was very intrigued by the song itself because I was like, well, this guy is saying what I think, right? So it kind of started this rabbit hole. And then it rolled into another song. So I actually joined Tom's Discord. And Tom, if anybody out there doesn't know Tom, but if you do, and you're a part of his Discord, he does like to come in there and he does interact, you know? And when I say talk to you, I mean, like I could tell Tom one thing one day and the very next day he'd be like, hey, Carol, how are you doing? How's blah, blah, blah? How's your mom? How's blah, blah, what's going on here? What's going on? Like that's what he remembers. So, that just kind of started it all. So then you literally start following every single move this man makes, you know, just because at that point you realize that he's humble and he's a human. And
I found Tom right after the system dropped, so in 2022. And again, same as that, I was like, you know, with everything going on, I was like, holy cow, he's saying exactly what I think. And so I started listening to more music, watching reactions and stuff. And then I found the Discord after during the riot. I think the names drop. And so I was really passionate about Hangover Gang, and I had gotten to know Tom fairly well. And I really like a lot of haters out there assume something about him. And so I wanted to try and do my part to like maybe, you know, show people who he is. And so I started making different videos about Hangover Gang and Tom and this and that. And I did like a Nova documentary, like a mini documentary and stuff like that. And so I got to know him from going back through back from the beginning and like going through the material. And so I kind of got to know him that way. He's just a really good person. I think a lot of times he's misunderstood. Like, it's cool if you don't like the music. You don't not everybody's going to like the same shit, right? When they attack him personally, because we know him on a more personal level, that's where, you know, we start getting, that's where like I would like to change the narrative a little bit.
In a world where the industry is dominated by labels, one man broke every rule. From viral anthems that shook the internet to topping charts without a single corporate machine behind him, he turned controversy into conversation and music into a movement. Fans call him fearless. Critics call him controversial. And the world calls him the biggest independent artist alive. And now, Speaking in Lyrics would like to welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Tom MacDonald.
Hey, what up, guys? It's me, your girl Lacey, and your girl Carol Denise.
that's me. Hey guys, so we all know why we're here today. Many of you guys have been waiting so long for this to maybe happen. So here we are. We are going to be sitting down today with Mr. Tom MacDonald, the one and only. Real quick, couple things. We will not be asking Tom about tour. We're not going to do that. If you want to know about tour, he's mentioned stuff before about it. Go check out his lives. He kind of touches base. When he knows, we'll know. Okay, guys. If you need anything in the chat, talk to one of my moderators, because we are probably going to be paying more attention to Tom and not so much the chat. So don't feel like you're being ignored. We'll check in every once in a while. Okay, guys, let's get underway.
Welcome, Tom MacDonald.
I'm never going to be able to live up to that intro. Great work, guys. I'm flattered. That was awesome.
Oh, that was all her.
Yeah.
I was just
Great work. It made me seem a lot cooler than I actually am.
oh, that's bullshit. Don't even. See, there it
That's-
goes. It's all right.
It all came from stuff that already exists. So
Yeah,
it's
it's all
real.
facts.
It's all facts. But my all-time favorite part.
Okay, fine. I'm fucking really, really cool. Okay, like whatever, dude.
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
Pop the collar.
Right.
My favorite part is the image of the wrestling. That's us in the comment section.
Yeah, it is.
All the time.
It is.
I know. I love that. I was dying when that happened.
We saw you. It's so fun. It's hilarious.
That's how it feels sometimes.
It does. It does. Because sometimes, you talk about keyboard warriors on the other side, haters, but we're like, oh yeah, take that.
I'm glad that I got you guys to do it for me because I won't do it. I can't spend it. Well, sometimes if I come up with something clever or I respond out of like just a knee-jerk reaction and it's really funny, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna screenshot that and post it. My what do I put it in my story sometimes? What the fuck do I call it? Burn of the day.
Yes, we love them.
Yeah.
So I haven't done one in a while because like I just been so fucking busy with this last release. Like I haven't, and the hate comments from this last release are like so constant. Like there's so many of them that like there's not enough hours in the day for me to like respond to them all. It's fucking wild.
I can only imagine.
I know. Speaking of that
yeah.
last release, congratulations on The Devil is a Democrat. Still
Oh, thank
being
you.
number one in hip hop as the last time I checked today at like 3:30. So, is that a record for you? How long it's been at number one?
Oh yeah.
Is it?
I mean, we've never had a song number one on Billboard for 2 consecutive weeks, and we're already there. So this Tuesday will be the 3rd week. Depending, like the Billboard's going to drop the charts on Tuesday, and if we're still number one, then that's 3 weeks straight. And like you said, like we're still number one right now. So like I don't know if it's going to end up there for a month or like what's going to happen. But I'm in like a place now where I'm like, I've posted, like I'm fucking out of ideas. Like I don't know what else to post for. Like people have heard the song, they've seen me rapping it like so many times. Like I'm not sure like how else to push it at this point. Luckily, like whether it's like Gavin Newsom or some other Democratic politician somewhere, it just seems like they're constantly making the headlines by making these like really stupid choices. So they just continue to make the song like more and more relevant like as the days pass, which is like a total blessing because sometimes I don't have to do anything. I could probably just post the fucking real-time headlines with the song playing on Instagram and that's good enough,
Oh yeah, 100%. It's interesting you say that because I was curious because you handle the entire production of the song from the beat to the lyrics to everything from the marketing and putting it all out. Which of those hats do you find it like hardest to wear, and which one do you think comes the most naturally to you?
I mean, I enjoy the actual like writing, recording of the song, and I enjoy making the beats too. And I mean, distributing the music's not really that big a deal, but the most difficult part is just like handling the song like after it's out and it's like in the world and it's like it's not like we've been doing this for 6 months. Like we're going on like I don't know 8 years or 9 years or something at this point. So it's just like there's certain like aspects of it, like my content's changed. Like I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like I used to do like a lot of videos where it's like, this is what I read in the news today. This was the headline that I saw that interested me. And here's a 1-minute video of me talking about it and saying what I think and making jokes and like whatever. And I like still do that, but I've been doing it for like so long that like I need to do something that feels like exciting to me. So
like for this release, it's primarily been like, how can I merge like the headlines and the interesting shit that's going on in the world with the song? So, you know, I went out to the Palisades and I like spent 3 days in the Palisades and walked around in the rubble and like saw the devastation from the fires and da 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 and shot my videos there. And like they were a combination of me like speaking to the camera, speaking to Gavin Newsom, and then 10 seconds in having the song roll and performing the song in the rubble and stuff. So it's like the most difficult part about everything to me is finding a way to make the social media promotional aspect of the songs like interesting to me, because I've been doing it like for so long now that it's like I don't want to just like open my phone and talk shit about the headline and then at the very end be like, "P.S. my new video's out." And that's, you know, it works great sometimes, and I'll probably get back to it because I've been able to take this break from it and do shit in a different way, and that's like performing the song in the real world and finding new ways to do that. So like that's like the hardest part, and that's literally the only thing that I like envy about like record label artists or like mainstream artists is like they don't have to do that shit. They don't have to think of like clever, interesting, engaging ways to promote their music because they have teams of people that do that for them, and that artist creating content is like completely unnecessary because their department's already like has the shit on the radio and has the billboard in Times Square and has the billboard on Sunset and has the banner on Spotify and iTunes and running ads on social media, and that like they've already, so the artist just has to create and release. But obviously like as an independent, like creating and releasing is like the beginning stages of uh, a campaign for a song. Like everything that follows the creation is like the difficult part for me because I never, like I worked at like fucking Gold's Gym when I was a kid, and like before I was training and in the gym was being built and we were hired to sign people up for memberships. And you had to be like a salesperson. You had to like convince people to buy memberships, to join Gold's Gym, to whatever. And I fucking hated it. Hated it, hated it, hated it. I had the lowest sales out of everyone. And it's just because I like didn't, I'm just like not a salesperson. Like I don't want to sell this person a gym membership. I don't give a shit. Like, you know. So like selling the
Some or
song,
don't.
yeah, like selling the songs and the selling the albums and selling the t-shirts and doing everything that an independent has to do, like that shit is like super unnatural to me and not something that I enjoy. I've grown to love it because I spend a lot of time figuring out ways to make it interesting and fun for myself.
Yeah.
So that's the most difficult part. That's where I'm at.
Well, you know, I love that you actually said that about like the way you were filming in front of the devastation that happened in California. I thought just gave like even more validity to the song itself and the words you were saying because it literally demonstrated like in a visual sense what the song represented. I felt like because watching from afar from Texas and stuff when I was there now in Ohio, it was like it gives you a feeling of helplessness that these people are going through that, and to see the devastation like to what it really looks like. You hear about it, but to see it like in that way was like super impactful for me looking from the outside in.
Yeah, it was it was a pretty fucked up time. Like we're like kind of far removed from it now. Like the actual event, the sort of like repercussions of like what happened are still like pretty prominent in California. There's a lot of people that don't have houses, a lot of people that lost everything they own. And they're like still dealing with it, and like Newsom and the mayor, you know, still talking about it, and they're selling land and dealing. There's people dealing with permits, and like it's still a very like relevant thing here. But fuck, when it was like going on, like we had everything of value like in the truck, like for weeks
Yeah.
and weeks, and like
I remember that.
Yeah.
yeah, and we're like out in the middle of nowhere, so you know, there's like fucking one power line out here that just literally comes to our house because we're like so far out, and like the winds were so high and shit that they were worried about power lines breaking and falling and starting more fires that they already didn't have the resources to fight, and da 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 da. So like the power company had cut our power. So for like weeks, the house was being run on a generator, and it was like, you know, you have to like at 10 p.m. or something, whenever you're going to go lay down in bed, you have to go kill the generator. So then it's fucking pitch black. And there's nothing out here, like nothing. There's no city lights. There's no light pollution at all. So when the lights in the house get cut off, it's like you can't see 2 feet out the window. Like all we could see was fucking fire, like on the tops of all the hills, like surrounding our house. And that's why we just sit and look at it at night, just like, fuck, this is gnarly.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it was like wild, like being in California for it, and being able to like go out to the Palisades and actually see, you know, it's fucking crazy. It was fucking wild.
Yeah, man.
Mm. Okay, well, your lyrics often feel like journal entries on steroids, brutally honest, but crafted with intention. So, quick question. How do you decide what parts of your personal life make it into a song and what parts stay private?
I don't know. I don't know if there's ever really been anything like off limits in my songs, really. I think that I probably say more in my songs than I do anywhere else, like social media, interviews, radio, whatever. Like, I don't think there's anything off limits in the music. I don't think I've ever really made like a conscious decision, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say this. Like, I just say it. Fuck it.
Why am I not surprised by that answer? Not at all. I was like,
Yeah.
we're going with it.
Like,
Hey, I was just curious.
If there's any place for it, I feel like it's the music, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and when we have songs that are very vulnerable of yours that are out, right? Like Sober, Withdrawals, just some of those songs have so much vulnerability. Like those are songs that, and they mean a lot to other people. I mean, like that's touched like so many people and helped so many people with, drug and alcohol, different abuses that, that they do those devices. So, kudos to you for just as much as you put yourself out there that helps many people. And we appreciate you for that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like people, I mean, I experienced it for like a long time. Like sometimes when you watch musicians or actors or like star athletes or like a lot of the times like we don't see them like in real life. We see them through like a screen, like whether it's TV or like on your phone or like whatever. And it creates this like weird like sort of like separation. And I've experienced it too, where it's like almost like the people that you're watching on TV at the award shows or the people that you're like watching play the hockey game or basketball game or whatever. It's almost like because you've never physically been in their presence, like in the actual world, it's almost like to a certain degree, those people like don't actually exist. And you like get this weird picture in your head of like, you take what you see on TV and what you've heard them say in interviews and the pictures they post on Instagram, and you put all these things together, and it gives you this really like curated look at like who somebody is and like what their life is like. And a lot of times the picture that gets put together is like totally vacant of like any negative aspects of that person's life, because you're only you're only able to put together the pieces that they've allowed you to see.
Right.
So you get this really distorted sort of ultra like positive view of some of these people. And it's just like, after being a musician for this long and ended up meeting like a lot of those people in person, you like very quickly realize that like, oh shit, like all of these people are like just as fucked up, if not more fucked up than me and everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's like so fucking important. Like, I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, a lot of people out there, they might not be able to relate to the way that I look. They might not be able to relate to my politics. They might not be able to relate to my thoughts and my opinions and the forward facing aspects of my life that the internet sees. But everybody can fucking relate to getting sick. Everybody can relate to, or knowing somebody that's gotten sick. Everybody can relate to being broke. Everybody can relate to feeling like you're forgotten about by the world. Everybody can relate to addiction problems, mental health problems. Like everybody can relate to like those things. So I think it's like, not only is it important to like talk about those things to like connect on a real level with people, but it's like also like super fucking important because like if you don't have like a lot of friends and you don't talk to people about your problems and the shit that you're going through, and all you're doing is watching the television and looking at your fucking phone screen, you start to feel alone really fucking fast because all you're seeing is all the good stuff. So it's like, and you feel like you're alone in your addiction, and you're alone in your mental health issues, and you're alone in getting fired from your job or being ostracized from your work or alienated from your friends and family, whatever the fuck it may be. So I just think it's like, on top of, hey, this is a really strong way to make a real connection with somebody, is also like the best way that you can let people know that like, yo, you're not alone in like the shit that you're going through. Like, I've been super fucked up. I'm still fucked up sometimes. And like, that's totally fine. That's just part of being a human being. That's just part of being alive and existing. So yeah, songs like, you know, like you said, Withdrawals, and Sober and Balloons, and like those songs are like probably the most important to me too. Um, and I think they're the most important to like a lot of my fans as well. Um, so yeah, like I don't know, it's truly my pleasure. I wish when I was like a kid listening to music or watching TV, I wish more athletes and more actors and people stood up and said like, hey, like I have anxiety, I have depression, I struggled with alcohol, I struggled with smoking cigarettes, I struggled with whatever, you know? Like I just think it's like so important because we're all just out here fucked up doing our best, and some people happen to be on TV, and all of a sudden when they get in the public eye, all of those bad parts and things that they're ashamed of and embarrassed of get fucking sucked away and thrown to the side and never spoken about. And it's just like, just not my bag, you know?
Yeah.
Totally.
I love that. You know, well, and songs that like, I love that a lot of the other songs too, you have like the other side of that with songs that are like kind of help people out of that, like Fighter and Stronger Version. And one of my favorites actually off the Brave One, We All Got Some Things. I know has helped me through a lot of things, you know. And so like when you do collabs like that, because you know you're very selective about your collabs, and everybody that I feel like you collab with is so unique, but at the same time everything always blends so well, it always feels so balanced. So how do you maintain your individuality and like uniqueness in a collab? And then kind of a two-part question, something I've always wondered, how do you decide whose verse goes first, second, third, or whatever? Like what is the thought process there? So kind of a two-part question.
Usually like when it's my song, I always go first.
He's
Like
like, it's mine.
I
It's my
always
style.
do. I always do. Because it's
Yeah.
just like, especially if like the shit's like going on my channel and stuff, it's kind of like, why wouldn't I?
Right. Yeah.
Like that's why people are on my channel. Why the fuck would I put anybody else before me? It's just, I
Yeah.
don't know, seems like just a bad idea. But if it's like somebody else's song, I don't have a say in it, and I don't really give a shit, and I just like whatever.
Yeah.
If you ask me to be on the song, I'll be, and I agree to it. Like it's your record. You do whatever you want. You can delete my fucking verse if you want. I don't care. But if you asked and it's yours, then it's totally up to you. And people tend to like make the best decisions for themselves, and like that's like the whole point. Like
Hmm.
it's your record, Dax. Like you decide what you want to do with it, you know?
Right.
And I'm cool with whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But I don't know, like how do you maintain your like individuality?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's like ever really been like a struggle for me. Like I do what I do. I rap how I rap. I rap about the things that I rap about, and like that's it. Um like when Dax sent me the Soldier joint,
Mhm.
like I started my verse with like my pronouns are he, him, his.
Oh, I
And
know.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, and like that's just like I never, when I sit down to write it, I'm not thinking like, okay, like this is Dax's song, so how do I fit onto Dax's song? He sends me the beat, and I'm just like, this is my song. Like I'm just writing this like exactly how I'd write one of my own songs, and like that's really it. Like, and I don't know, like a lot of guys get really competitive when they're like on songs with another person, and they're like, I gotta have the best verse. I gotta have the best punchlines. I gotta rap the fastest. I gotta have the most impressive flow. I gotta like whatever. Um, and I don't. I'm sure that's resulted in some like really fucking incredible stuff from people feeling like they're in a competition and that they have to, you know,
Mhm.
one up or like do their thing. But like I don't really compete with anybody like other than myself. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna do my thing, and like whether somebody like raps faster or has a better flow or like I don't care. Like I'm just here to just do what I do, and that's it. And if I ended up having the best verse, fantastic. And if not, I still know that I did me exactly how I wanted to, and that's really all that matters, right?
Right.
So
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Agreed.
All right, real quick. Nova's directed most of your videos. Do you guys ever disagree creatively? And if so, how do you find a middle ground?
all the time,
I had a feeling that was going to be the
Me
answer.
too.
yeah, all the time. I don't know. Nova has a different. She just has a different like vision for a lot of shit than I do, and like I hate a lot of Nova's ideas, and she hates a lot of mine too. So like I don't know. A lot of times it's just like Nova really likes to make shit funny, like all the time. Like even shit that's like not funny, she's like, oh, you know, it'd be like super funny, and I'm like, this is not a fucking funny song.
Uh-oh,
Like,
he may not like some of our questions later.
Oh, I can already just like it makes me instantly think of the fighter video. The
yeah,
challenge that-
we disagreed about the priest scene.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember y'all talking about that.
yeah, because I was like, I think that this should be like super serious and like whatever. And she's like, no, like you should dance and like have some fun in this video and da 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 da. And yeah, and I hated it, and but I did it anyways because I'm just like, fuck it, like I don't. At the end of the day, it's whatever, man. Like, so usually what happens is I get my ideas out in some of the scenes, and Nova gets her ideas out in some of the scenes, like because I'm way too stubborn to be like I'm to like submit and be like I'm not doing what I wanted to do because I'm definitely fucking doing it. If we need to shoehorn your shit in there somewhere, then like fine. It's a collaborative effort, but like yeah, we're like this sometimes when it comes to music videos. Not so much anymore because I've just kind of like reached a point where it's like I got Jenna and Corey both on set, and Corey's doing a lot of the filming on Steady now. Jenna's doing the lights and shit, and Nova's like kind of just solely in the directorial role, which is great. It takes so much stress off her, and her not having to like set up lights. Like for the longest time, we were both like setting up all the lights and building props and building sets and running around buying all these wild costumes, and just, you know, it was like so much. So for her to just be in the directorial seat, it's taken so much weight off her, and she has a lot more fun. And now that like she doesn't have to put in the sweat equity of like moving the lights and fucking setting up the stage and like da 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 da. There's like a little more like room for people to just do whatever they want because she's not like physically doing everything herself and then being told, hey, also thanks for doing all that work, but we're doing this my way. And then she's like, what the fuck? I just set up all these lights and did all this shit. No, we have to do this like this. So now that the jobs are spread out, she's kind of like, okay, yeah, if that's what you want to do, just do it.
Right.
Oh.
Well, shout out to Nova Rockefeller, though, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
because, you
Yeah.
know,
I
I mean,
My
yeah, like
Nova
Nova
covered
Cup. Yeah.
I love it.
Shout out to
dog.
Nova.
If she was here, she'd have a million examples of music videos that we didn't agree on. And like Heroes was like, we had completely opposing ideas for Heroes. And I was just like, no, I'm renting all of these costumes. Like, I'm getting a firefighter costume. I'm getting a Batman costume. I'm getting an astronaut costume. I'm getting a police officer. I'm getting all these costumes. And this is the way that we're going to do it. And then I kind of had it thrown in my face because I had either just released something. I think I had just released something and then immediately followed up with Heroes.
Yeah.
And Heroes really suffered from it. It was an old song. It was like 4 years old or something at the time, and it was hot off of something else that I had just released.
I think
And-
you missed.
Yes.
You missed.
Yeah.
So
So it was coming off this like white hot record, and it was an old song and da 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 da. But I did it because I think it might have been like Veterans Day or Memorial Day or something. There was some sort of something was happening at that point in time, and I was like, I've always wanted to do a video for this song. If it's gonna come out, it's gonna come out now. Let's just fucking do it. And then I took the reins, rented all the shit, da 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 da, and then it like didn't do as well as the previous video. And I think Nova probably had like a little "I told you so" moment because she's like, look, it was all your idea, and the video didn't do very well.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. That
So-
was very nice, Nova.
Yeah.
Well, I think because I think you missed just like it went.
It went.
You know,
It
and
went
was
big.
just like
Like,
and all the attention was there. I
yeah.
remember that. But
I
I was still really excited you did Heroes.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
still waiting, though. I have to tell you face to face now. Tom, you see me. I need Average Boys, sir. It's my favorite song.
Oh man, I know. Fuck. I really want to do Average Boys. I really want to do what was that song called where I was talking about like faces on the magazines or some shit.
I'm still the one.
Still the One? Is that what it was called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm still the one that's
Yeah.
in your magazine.
You gotta
Yeah,
ask her. Yeah, that's her. She know all the lyrics like.
I want to do that. I want
like
to do a video for that. There's so many old videos that I want to do, or so many old songs I want to do videos for, but like, man, I'm so obsessed with just releasing whatever's newest. And then I've had experiences like Heroes where the song was old and the video didn't go crazy that it just like gave me like PTSD. And now I'm like, do I release videos for old songs anymore? Or what the fuck do I do?
Well, of course you do,
Yeah,
because
maybe-
people like me and Tracy like really want Average Boys. We're just saying.
You could
Like,
do
I'm
a
just saying.
Vault 2.0
Yeah,
and
this is true.
make some little fun videos to all the songs you really love that you've wanted to make, and then use it for the Vault content.
That is a great idea.
Right. Yeah.
I have them once in a while,
Yeah.
Manager Lacey, thank you.
It's like,
You're welcome.
See?
any day.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's your next.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Oh yeah, okay. Well, speaking of fans and being super fans and all of whatever you want to call us, what is the most memorable fan interaction you've ever had, like in person? And on the other side of that, have you ever ran into a hater in person? Had any type of interaction? Like,
Haters tend to turn into fans really quickly in person.
that's what I was hoping you would say.
Yeah. They just like all of a sudden nothing that they said on the internet even exists. And they have like they have a problem with like their memory all of a sudden, and they just like want to take a photo and tell you that they love your shit. That's usually how it goes.
He's mentioned that.
You
in a
said
song
that
or
in a
two.
song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He sure has.
But
That's legit. That's usually
oh,
how
bite
it goes.
my tongue.
Yeah, but
You still
yeah.
want an autograph.
Yep. That's it. Okay.
That's usually how it goes. Most memorable fan interaction in person. Fuck. I don't know. There's been some really cool ones, like, and there's been some ones that were like, I don't know if cool is the right, like, intense. There's been some intense ones. I've had people like, you know, like panic and like cry and like be unable to like catch their breath and just be like super rattled by it. And like, I've also like, you know, what was one of the coolest ones actually? Because I run into people like all the time. Like every time that Nova and I go out, like we were out yesterday and we probably ran into, I don't know, 10 people or something. And they're really nice and they're just high and by and want to shake hands and whatever. It's usually just like super chill and we're on with our day. But one of the most memorable ones was, and I've talked about it before, there's like this dad that came up to me at a show and he had two kids with him and they were probably like 10 and 13 or something. And the kids came up. I had like just arrived at the venue, and everybody was like standing out front. So I was going to get out and go say hi to everybody and whatever. I get out of the van. I'm fucking around with my bags and stuff. And these two kids and this dad come over, and the kids are freaking out and like take pictures with them and stuff and shake the dad's hand. And then they started to walk away. And then the dad was like, hey, like, stay here. And the kid stood there and he walked back over to me and he was like, hey, dude, like, I just wanted to thank you. Like, my kids are at an age where it's like, it's not really cool to like for them to be like hanging out with their dad anymore. He's like, I barely see them. They're like with their kids or they're with their friends or they're at school. And like, I've really been like missing my boys. And there's like not a lot of things that we can do together. But like every time you drop a music video, we sit down as a family and watch it. And like, I'm able to take my kids to your show together, all of us tonight. And I just like wanted to thank you for creating an environment where I could like hang out with my boys. And like he was so sincere about it. Like that was like 5 years ago and I still remember it like it was like yesterday. It was like so sincere and like I don't know, it almost like brought a tear to my eye. I was like, wow, like how fucking cool is that like we've made music that like these 13-year-old kids can enjoy and their dad who's 45 or 50 he can enjoy and they can all enjoy it together. Like it just really like rocked me, just like hit me in the guts. So that's definitely one of them for sure.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that? I'm curious. Is it like you mentioned people kind of like crying and like literally panicking and stuff? How hard is that to deal with like in the moment? Like, what do you even do when that happens?
Yeah, because when we meet, I might actually
okay.
cry. I'm just telling you.
It's okay.
Like when it's in person, I might actually cry. I'm just telling you.
Happy tears.
That's cool. I feel like I deal with it pretty well. Like I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I get it. Like when I was like a kid, like before, I'm telling you, after you start meeting these people, celebrities or like people that you watch on the internet or like whatever, like after you meet 100 of them, that barrier's like totally broken down. And it's just like you'd almost like rather not just like meet any of them because it's just you just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But like before that barrier was broken down, like I remember being shook like 1,000 times, like meeting people that I looked up to and shit. And like keeping my composure, but then afterwards being like, what the fuck did I say? Like when they said
That happen to me.
yeah, when they said this and then I said that, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. Like I'm so stupid. Like, so I understand like how weird it is to like come into contact with somebody that you've only watched from a distance for so long. And like sometimes it's like super disorienting. Like when you haven't gone through it like a number of times, it's like really fucking bizarre. So like I don't know, I get it. So I just give people like a lot of grace. I'm just like, it's okay. You don't have to cry. I'm like the lamest person. Like you literally, this is too much. I'm just like whatever, hug them and hang out and just be personable. Like fucking one time I was out on rodeo with like my sister and my brother-in-law. And like he's big into like movies and shit. And the kid that played fucking Spider-Man like walked past us on the street, and he was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking Tom Holland or whoever the fucking guy's name is that plays Spider-Man." And I was like, "Oh, do you like fuck with Spider-Man?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like Spider-Man." I was like, "Well, go say what's up." Like they're like new to like LA, and they were like shook. Like I was like, "Go fucking say hi. Who gives a shit? Like whatever. What's the worst that could fucking happen?" And the worst that could happen was he rolled up and was like, "Hey man, like love Spider-Man. Like think you're great in Spider-Man." And the guy was like, I guess he was on the phone or something. He was just like, put his hand up and he's like, "I'm on the phone right now," and then just kept walking.
Oh,
And I mean, whatever, fair enough. The guy's on the phone. He probably gets bothered all the time. He's probably tired of it. But when Corey came back, he was like, I was like, "How'd it go?" And he told me, he's like, "Oh, he kind of like shooed me away because he was like on the phone." And I like made a mental note of like the look on his face and how deflated he looked that day. And I was like, I'm never gonna be that fucking guy to somebody. Like, so I always just like, even when shit gets a little like intense and I'm like, oh fuck, like this is
A bit
more
much. Yeah.
this is more emotion than I thought, yeah, that I expected to deal with today. I always just remember that and just remember what it was like for me meeting those people that I looked up to for the first time, and I just fucking try and be cool.
that's dope. I had one fangirl incident. Nobody would know who this person is probably, but I went to the LA Fit Expo to meet some other YouTube people that I knew, and I ran into Brooke Entz, who's like an OG CrossFitter, like professional CrossFitter, and that was my fangirl moment. And it happened like a knee-jerk reaction, and I know I probably scared the shit out of her, and I was just kind of like, "Holy shit, Brooke Entz!" And then I was like, "Why did you just do that?"
We won't discuss.
I swear
mine.
I'm not crazy. It's fine. No, this one now.
No.
Her fangirl moment. Your buddy, old Adam, little Adam Calhoun action. Oh yeah. Actually, there's been like 2 or 3 fangirl moments.
Anyway,
Nova has him still. Like we were fucking backstage at WWE like last year, 2 years ago, and she was wigging the fuck out backstage. Every time she saw a wrestler, she'd just like scream their name out, and I'd like squeeze her hand, like, "Shut up, dude!" Like,
Oh, I feel that.
I stopped dead in my tracks. I saw Adam and I was like, I literally stopped. And then I walk up to him, and the first thing I remind him of is, "You insulted me on the internet."
Made fun of.
Like,
there you go. That's a good icebreaker.
yeah,
I know.
Yeah. Well, the look in his eyes was like kind of petrifying. He was just kind of like, I don't remember that. I'm
He
so
was
sorry.
like, "Oh shit, what did I say?
What did I say?"
What did I say it to?"
Yeah. Well, speaking of Mr. Calhoun, because I knew I wasn't going to get out of here without asking one quick question about Adam.
Mm-hmm.
While recording The Brave 2, what was the most fun thing that you and Adam did that wasn't music related?
Please say putt-putt golf.
We didn't golf.
Oh.
Like when he was here and we were recording The Brave 2, trying to think, like it was like super regimented. Like we'd wake up in the morning, we'd run 3 or 4 miles, we'd come back, we'd lift, and then we'd sit in the studio like fucking all day.
Yeah.
And I think the only times that we weren't like actively working on the project, I think we were shooting videos.
Yeah.
Which
So,
is
like,
still the project.
yeah. So like I don't really think we did. Like we went out to eat a few times and got ice cream and fucking probably went to the mall or something, but like we didn't do any like extracurriculars because there was so much shit to do. Like there were so many songs to record and so many videos to shoot. And then as we were finishing up the album, like American Flags and Race War were like 2 of the last songs. Like I remember was in the studio and I called him and I was like, "Yo, I just came out with the first single, this American Flags joint. Like this is definitely the one." so it was like after this long line of work and like working on the album and shit, the last few songs were like banger, banger, banger. So we already had these like 3 or 4 videos planned, or 2 videos or whatever it was. And we started adding videos, and then we added Chrome because we wanted Nova on the song. So like any time that we had to like go golfing or like do something fun got eaten up, because right at the end of the project we started making these songs that needed videos. So
Yeah.
the actual workload was growing like by the song.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what that was.
Well, that was a dope album. But I have to know, what was the ice cream order? What you go to get ice cream? What's your ice cream flavor?
I probably got, I think it was some like weird ice cream place I'd never been to, but that he was familiar with. And you could like mix up, like you can get a scoop of this and a scoop of that and like whatever. So I usually just go with cookie dough and something chocolate, and I just mix the two.
Yeah.
But I haven't had
Ice
I
cream is
haven't had
weird.
ice cream in like fucking, realistically, like fuck, probably like 6 months,
Damn. Nah,
if not more than that.
that's my weakness.
That's her. Yeah, like this girl can.
No, yeah. I don't
tell
really-
you,
like, I don't want cookies or anything.
Listen, ice cream was on sale the other day, and I was like, "Look, we
I
buy.
don't eat it like that though.
Let me
but-
buy like 4 of these bitches, so it's in here for her. So she's got some flavors."
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
But
the same way, man. Like, and I'm like so bad with like ice cream and chocolate and shit that like I like do not do like moderation. That's why I had to like quit drinking and shit, because like I can't just have like 6 beers. I'll drink 30. And like I can't eat like 1 chocolate bar. I'll eat 10. So I have to just wipe shit entirely out. So I've been
Okay.
on this
I'm the same
crazy diet for like 3 months, and I've been eating the exact same thing every day in different amounts, because the diet changes and progresses as you move through it. But exact same shit every day. Tuna and eggs in the morning, chicken, cucumber, avocado, potato for lunch, steak and rice after that, protein shake, steak and salad at night, 5 or 6 meals a day, identical every day for the last fucking 3 months. It's crazy.
I couldn't eat like that. Well, really quick, just to follow up because we're talking about food. I got to know something. It's something I have to know. Okay, you and the M&Ms with a spoon. Why the spoon? Like, why? Why the spoon?
Honestly, this is crazy, but like when I've been like working like all day at my computer on my phone, taking the dogs out, fucking around, moving shit outside, like whatever, a lot of the times I like get into bed, I'm so fucking exhausted that I'll just like collapse on my bed, and then I'm like, oh, like I really want to eat some M&Ms, and then I'm like, but my hands are so dirty from everything.
What did I say?
Yeah. I'm like, my hands are so dirty from all this shit I've been doing today. And I'm too fucking burnt out to get out of my bed and walk to the bathroom and wash my hands. So I just started putting spoons in my fucking drawer with my M&Ms. So like if I get to bed and and I'm too tired to fucking get my ass up and go into the bathroom and wash my hands, I'll just use the fucking spoon.
genius.
Look, we even actually thought to ourselves, like, hey, we should actually write the answer, what we think on some of these, just to see if we would be right. I would have been right.
We would kind of guess.
We
as
kind of
went.
guess.
For 6 right now. You guys know me pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, since we're already kind of in that round, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll ask it.
yeah. So we've known the subject has come up in Discord several times, but we need a definitive answer because I feel like we maybe have been there when the answer was given, and it would just add to our repertoire of knowledge. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? I feel like yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was right.
You were right. Yeah.
I also like pineapple on pizza. So
I feel like that thing's been blown way out of proportion, man.
I know they get
it
like
became a
ruthless in
thing.
there.
Yeah.
Like with this.
It's so funny.
Love, like, it's like a microcosm of like politics. People just like they want to belong to a team so bad that all the way down to the fucking minutia, like pineapple on pizza or not. Like that shit is its own. There's a war going on out there
There
right now
is.
over this shit.
It's,
There
well,
is.
my first job ever, I was 16 and I worked at Papa John's and I made pizzas. And when we got the Hawaiian chicken pizza on thin crust with light sauce is like the most amazing thing ever. And it has pineapple, bacon, ham, you know, the cheese. If I'm gonna eat pizza, that's one good one, but I'm also a very traditional pepperoni.
I think
Textures and
There you go.
temperature. I really fuck with something that's like hot and also has like a cold element, or something that's like creamy that also has a crunchy element. So to me, it's like I fuck with like a sweet element on like a super hearty pizza, you know? Like I don't know. I just fuck with that.
That's like the Wendy's ice cream with the fries that people eat.
yeah, that's me.
I love that.
Yeah. That's totally me.
Yeah.
Or
This
like
is
a
just a fun one.
you know, it's like that's just fire to me. I'm like, that's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I would look ask this
wonder who ever thought of that too. Who is just like, you know, it'd be great dipping this fry in this here ice cream.
They probably like fell by accident, like picked it up or something, and like
Yeah.
it started like
They were,
this whole
had too many in
movement.
their hands and it fell, and they were like, oh well, and they're like, oh my god, that's amazing. Created something new.
Yes, I like pretzels and ice cream too, though. So
Yeah, they should have patented it. Could have been a thing. I don't know.
like sweet and salty.
Yeah. So I do. I like peanut.
Shit immediately after, I'm like, fuck, I want to eat chips now. Like I need something like salty.
That's
if you
me.
Yeah, if you could put that shit both together in one meal, like that's two birds in one stone, baby. Like, let's go.
That is totally me. I'm like, if I have some, like if I have ice cream, the first thing we're doing after a bowl of ice cream, I'm like, where's the chips? I need the chips. Like I need a few. Like something needs to happen.
And I'm the opposite. I like something sweet after the day ends.
Yeah.
It's like my
Yeah.
thing, but
I think this one's going to be the last one we're going to ask, and I have some like literally some fan questions that came over to us.
More like I know it's been an hour, but I'm chilling.
You're chilling. You're good. All right, cool.
Oh, all right. I can talk a lot. It's the thing. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever seen the channel Epic Rap Battles of History, but it inspired this question. And so in a rap battle, this is not about actual rappers though, keep in mind. Who would win a rap battle should they be rappers? Okay, you ready for this? Godzilla or King Kong? Godzilla? All right, word. Lizard Man wins. Okay. Batman or Superman? I feel like I already know the answer to this one. Batman. Yeah. Donald Duck or Porky the Pig?
Oh damn. I don't know. Donald Duck's got that fire in him though. Like he gets pissed off and wigs out. So like I think I'm gonna have to go with the duck, dude.
He said, I picked the duck.
I like the duck too.
This one's fun. I love this one.
Yeah. Technically one of these people are dead, but should she be alive? Betty White or the Queen of England? Yeah.
Yeah. Look, she said, she was like, it's going to be Betty.
We can still be friends.
Grave, she could cook the queen, dude.
Heck yeah.
I love that. I love that. All right. Well, this one's definitely going to be yours.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. So this comes from Alicia, who's a very, very big fan, and her boyfriend Chris, who is also a musician. And they originally had asked about kind of what comes first, or like, okay, so writing the beat or making the beat and then writing lyrics, or writing lyrics and then making a beat to the song. But more so, like, I would say, does a beat ever inspire the lyrics based on the vibe, the mood of the beat? Like you maybe don't necessarily have an idea and then it just inspires that.
It's like that's probably the most common way that people write. I think that's really typical. Like you hear music, it inspires something, and you write to what has inspired you from the music. I think that's probably the way that like 99.9% of musicians do it, or maybe not all the time, but have done it that way. That's super common.
Yeah.
But for me, like, it's always different. Like The Devil is a Democrat, I had that idea when I was driving. I don't even know why I had that idea. I think I probably was just thinking to myself, like, you know, was listening to the news or something, and they said something about Democrats, and I was like, fuck, Democrats are the devil. And then I was like, oh fuck, the devil is a Democrat. That's fucking such a strong title for a song. Like, it's so fucking good. And then I didn't have any music with me because I was driving. And I remember I like pulled up to a red light and pulled my phone out and started scribbling it down, like the devil is a Democrat, and started, not writing full lines, but like few words and a rhyming word, few words and a rhyming word, few words and a rhyming word, and like pretty much had like the skeleton of that song like fucking done by the time I got back to the house, and then just made the beat and filled in the fucking words and tailored it and made sure everything worked and whatever. So it's always different. I try to like at this point, like fuck, I've released so many songs and so many albums over the years that like I can't stick to like one format of like make the beat, listen to the beat, what does it inspire, write the song. Like I have to do it in like different ways to like keep shit interesting for me.
Right.
It's like the social media promo. Like I've been doing all of this shit all myself for like so long that like now this is about like doing things that are interesting to me and things that like I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
It comes about, it manifests in different ways. Sometimes I make a beat because I just have something in my head that I'm like, oh fuck, that would knock. And then I make the beat and write the song. And sometimes I come up with a really great title or a concept and then write a skeleton and then make the beat after. And so, I juggle back and forth between the two.
I've always wondered with Dear Rappers, since it like kind of came to you as this open letter, first, like how did you, I'm very familiar with the story of kind of going in and really feeling you had the one song, or this was the song. How
Right.
did you like do that beat or choose that beat? Like, did you
Didn't
already
make
have that
that
flow in
beat.
your head?
Yeah, like essentially, like I was sitting on this plastic chair in my living room and I was listening to like the radio, like internet radio, I think, like whatever the LA hip hop thing was at the time. And then, you know, the song happened and it was this rapper complaining about his life and da 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 da. And I was like, man, fuck this. Um, and Dear Rappers hit me like immediately. I was like, I want to like respond to like this song, but I want to respond to like not just this song into particular, but that whole mindset of like, well, success is so bad and woe is me and da da da. Like I want to respond to that whole section of rappers that makes those types of records. Um, so I was just like, yeah, Dear Rappers, it's brilliant. I'm gonna write it. And then like the story, I went out and sat on my porch and da 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 da. And I just like opened fucking YouTube and just searched like hip hop fucking beat or whatever. And I probably flipped through like three of them and then I landed on that one and I was like, oh, this is perfect. And then just started writing. So I already had like the idea
No.
and the idea and the concept. Um, but I wanted something that was like super, that was the beginning of my entire career, and it was the beginning of me placing emphasis on what I was saying and not like if a lot of the beats that I made prior to that, not only did they suck, but they were like super fucking elaborate and like complicated, and there was super cinematic fucking noises happening all the time, and there's so busy and like and just too much, too much. And then that was like the first time where like an idea popped into my head, and I was like, it is so fucking important for this what I'm saying to not get lost in the musicality of things. So like, I probably played like one beat and I'm like too much, and then played another beat too much, and then played that Dear Rappers beat, and all it is like one guitar string and a snare and a kick, and it was just so naked and so wide open that I was like, yeah, this is it, this is the move. And I've tried to carry that style of musicality like throughout everything now, so that like emphasis and focus can be placed on like the words and the message and what's being said, and like not so much on the composition of the music, which was good and bad. Like now I've just like entered a place where I'm like, I don't want to just a lot of my songs over the past few years became like very information driven, which is like fine, and I love that. But when you're giving people so much information, sometimes what you're listening to like isn't easy to listen to, and it's not like enjoyable to a certain extent. What I'm saying and stuff is enjoyable and it's valuable and people like that, but the actual musicality of it was starting to suffer because I went too far down the road of I have to make this point and have to make this point and have to make this point and have to say this and have to say that. And the music side of things started to suffer. So like now I'm like in this place now where I'm wrapping up these 2 albums that I'm working on, and like white boy shit, devil is a Democrat, like I'm still getting my point across in a really potent way, but like they're fucking fun to listen to. Like it's not just information now. It's like information and it also fucking slaps. And
It
like
really does.
that, yeah, that's like my new shit where I'm like, I need to say what I want to say, but I have to make the musicality of it so enjoyable that even if you're not listening to the words, you're still like, this shit fucking goes, you know? So like I'm trying to merge the best of both worlds right now.
Well, I think you're succeeding.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Like
We jam that song often,
yeah, for sure. All right.
loudly with the windows down.
All right. Well, shout out Alicia and Chris. So real quick, this one comes from Melissa. She's one of my she's my wifey for lifey is what we call her. Love her to pieces. She wants to know why Whiskey Wars is not available anymore.
It was a surprise to me as well when it disappeared. A lot of people think that like I took it down, which I didn't. But like I'm also not mad that it's down. Like I probably would have taken it down at some point in time just because I feel like it doesn't really represent me at this place in my life anymore. So I probably would have, but I actually had nothing to do with it. I think like I'm just trying to think if I think those fucking albums, I mean, I don't even know like what year that was, like 2012 or 2011 or 2012 or something like that. Like it was like really early. And like the concept of like DSPs, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, whatever, like it didn't mean anything to me. A, because I didn't fully understand it, and B, because nobody was listening to my shit anyway. So what did any of that shit matter to me? So like I think my point of access to DSPs was a company called CD Baby, and they were like one of the really early primitive like TuneCore type aggregators that would take an independent artist music and get it onto DSPs. So like those albums were on my Spotify and all that shit for fucking years and years and years and years and years, and got like no streams because nobody knew who the fuck I was. And there was no urgency for me to pay the CD Baby $20 a year or whatever the fuck it was to keep your music hosted because nobody was listening to it anyways. And then
I
when
think
like
Melissa would pay that $20 for you because she misses that shit. So just saying.
when all this other shit started coming out, like CD Baby was like not even in the conversation anymore as far as like aggregators went. So we went with there was somebody prior to TuneCore, and then they ended up dropping me over If I Was Black. They freaked the fuck out.
I
And
remember
said,
that. I remember you telling
yeah,
me about that.
yeah.
So,
What the fuck were they called? Hey Nova, what was that company called that dropped me over If I Was Black? That's that aggregator. STEM. So like we went with STEM. I don't know why the fuck we went with STEM. I've never even heard anybody else talk about STEM, but somebody told us use STEM. So we went with STEM, and then they were like, no, we can't do this anymore. So then I went to TuneCore, and then they did the same thing to me over the Ben Shapiro record.
I remember that.
Yeah, so then I started paying like super close attention to STEM and then super close attention to TuneCore, and CD Baby was like not even a fucking thought in my mind. And then all of a sudden those songs disappeared and all these people started hitting me up like, yo, those albums are gone. And I was like, huh, good. Like, yeah, like what travesty that is. But yeah, I actually had nothing to do with it. I'm like totally fine with it. But yeah, I think it's just that like either CD Baby went entirely out of business, the song stopped being hosted, so they came down, or they were like, we've been charging this guy $20 a year for 10 years and he owes us $120, so just cancel his shit. Like it's one of those two. Like I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I mean, hey.
That's hilarious. Well, Melissa, there's your answer, my love, and I'm so sorry, but shout out to you.
Yeah. Well, and just a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. We kind of see you in there.
We see you.
Yeah.
All 100 and plus of you.
Tracy's in here. Amy, my boo, Gimmickless, Lone Wolves, JT, all of you that always support us. Thank you for showing up. Also, big shout out to Triple T, who's in the chat. He's the guy from the video and the intro. We did a whole a long podcast with him on his channel. Him getting to know you a little bit better through us, kind of thing. Yeah, it was dope. He you really got in with my fans. Like, yeah, he was damn near in tears. Like,
that shit was so tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shout out to all you guys. Shout out. We saw Just in Time pull
and
through.
Also, Just in Time. Who the fuck is Just in Time? That's a buddy of Adam's there.
Yeah.
But we ran into him last night.
Yeah,
we did 2 free hats.
Yeah, we did. We ran into Justin last night. Sure did.
Yeah. You know how I like my hats.
Than you two to introduce people to my shit. So I appreciate that.
Always. Yeah. Always. Nothing but respect. Always.
Yeah. So this is actually my question. Imagine you got your hands on a DeLorean, which technically you already have from an I Wish video. But if you get a chance to go back in time to your childhood at any point in time, but you're going for movie night, what 3 movies from your childhood are you renting at Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, whatever you have? I don't know if y'all have those in Canada or not at the time, but you're going to rent a movie. You got 3 choices for movie night. What you get?
This is crazy, but I was like never a movie guy. When I went to Blockbuster, like I was in the video game section. Like I've always been like I used to call Blockbuster like when the new wrestling game came out or the new Pokemon game came out or the new whatever the fuck Duke Nukem or whatever. I'd like call Blockbuster and be like on the release day of the game because they'd have the shit like at midnight the day that the game released. It would be on the shelves. So I'd call and I'd be like, yo, are you guys getting Duke Nukem tonight at midnight? And they'd be like, yeah, like, and by the time I got down there, like they used to be able to do this thing at Blockbuster where if you go down and you go to get the game off the shelf and it's not there, they used to be able to fill out a piece of paper and then Blockbuster would call you when the game got returned and they'd hold it for you so you could come down and rent it. So I did a lot of like video game renting and shit like that. Yeah, I was like, fuck. I'm still like not super into movies. Like I'll find one movie that I like fucking fall in love with and I'll watch it like 20 times like that. And that's Interstellar for me. Like I love Interstellar. Like I've seen it like literally probably 20 times. It's my favorite movie ever. So if I had to go back and rent movies, I remember
or video games. You could do your top 3 video games from your childhood.
Yeah, you can do
I can rattle
either one.
Wave Race, was mine, and Super Mario Brothers, like Sonic or Donkey Kong, one of those, like that shit. I played the heck out of that.
My big ones when I was a kid were like, I was so fucking hyped for Pokemon Snap. Like, I don't know if you guys have played that or know what that is, but it's like this Pokemon game. I think it was the first Pokemon game that came out for N64, and you're in a cart on a track, and this track goes through a level or like an environment, and there's Pokemon running all over the fucking place, and you have a camera, and you just take pictures of the Pokemon, and depending on how good your pictures are, like you get a certain amount of points per photo or whatever, and then like you can unlock like berries and other items and shit, and you can like throw them at a Pokemon, and it will activate like some like animation. Like if you throw like an electric thing at Pikachu on this beach level, he like jumps onto this surfboard that's sticking in the sand, and if you get the surfboard picture, it's worth like X amount of points. And like I was fucking hyped on that shit. I like
That
crazy.
sounds like something like
They should have called it Pokemon Paparazzi.
Oh, you're full of fucking ideas.
Her all the time, all the time.
So that's super heavy. So that, and then like I I owned GoldenEye, which is a 007 like first person shooter for 64. And if I didn't own it, I definitely would have rented that because like, dude, it's so crazy. Like there's all these like 90s nostalgia like accounts on Instagram where like it's like AI generated and it's like a bedroom from like the 90s and it's like the posters on the wall and like the fucking empty Mountain Dew cans and like an old TV humming in the background and the lighting is all super nostalgic and shit. And I'm like fucking obsessed with them. Like I save them on my phone like all the time. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of videos saved on my Instagram, and it's just like 90s nostalgia shit and like environment stuff like snowy fields and snowstorms and houses and shit. I just love it. But I was like, it reminds me, those accounts remind me of like when I was that age in the 90s. I literally like lived on a street where there was a shit ton of kids and they all had trampolines and we had like 30-person water fights that like we had super soakers and shit and they would span the entire block and we're running around in everybody's yards and chasing each other to the next house. And one of the things we did was like when 007 Goldeneye dropped, I was like the only kid on the street that had an N64. So I used to be sitting in my bedroom with like no shit, like 10 or 15 kids, like all sitting around and we'd be playing. Yeah, we'd be playing GoldenEye and you have to beat all the levels on certain difficulty levels to unlock the secret levels. And like, it was like a fucking event. Like I had all the neighborhood kids there and we're like unlocking secret levels and fucking eating pizza and drinking soda and like the whole shit. And it's just like was just a wonderful experience for a kid to have that I don't think kids really even have these days. So I look back on that really fondly. So I'd probably take like Pokemon Snap, GoldenEye 007, and I was really, really, really hyped for all the wrestling video games like WCW, NWO Revenge, WCW, NWO World Tour, WWF Attitude, WWF No Mercy. Like super hyped on those. Like it was my life. Like I loved that shit. So that's probably what I'm after: wrestling game, Pokemon Snap, GoldenEye 007.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
it.
Okay, all right. So this one's gonna come from Amy. I know you're familiar with Amy. Shout out Amy.
Amy from the Facebook.
Every time her fucking name comes up. Like, who spells Amy with a Y and an E at the end?
Amy.
See her name, I'm like, Amye.
Oh, yeah, that's so funny.
It's French.
So what her question was is what is your most useless talent?
Oh man, a lot of people would probably say my rapping. Um,
No,
We
like
wouldn't have you here today if that was the case.
it's true.
my most useless talent. I do it like a, and I'm not going to do it for you. Like there's absolutely no way that you're going to be able to get me to do this. I'm just prefacing this with that now. It doesn't matter
Okay.
how many times you ask. Like I'm not.
Heads
gonna-
up.
Maybe
Okay.
this part.
I scary, realistic Stone Cold Steve Austin impression. Like it's insane. Like trust me, it's fucking crazy. But I've been waiting for the right moment to break it out for like years. But I do it around the house all the time. I just like be talking like him like all the time, and Nova's like, "Shut the fuck up."
We got to get Nova to set up a nanny cam.
Nanny cam, yes.
Yeah.
Nova.
That's probably my most useless talent. That and
That's pretty dope.
hey, Nova, what's my my most useless talent?
Should be good.
My most useless talent, like something that I'm really good at that serves no purpose at all.
For me personally,
No, just like for me, what is it? You ever notice me doing anything that I'm really fucking good at that serves no purpose at all?
Hi, Nova.
hello, whistling. You sometimes use it.
Oh, she says whistling. I'm really good at whistling too.
No,
Okay.
hey,
All
not
right.
everybody can whistle.
Think.
Hold on, she might have a better one.
I don't know.
I put all my talents to use. I always find a way.
Honestly, outside of your talents, you're just like entirely useless.
Oh shit.
I feel like that's
That was a bar.
I'm a really good rock climber. I'm also scary good at gymnastics.
Say
you're
what?
not gymnastics.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, I do
See a
backflips.
cartwheel.
That's literally how I learned to do backflips and shit in wrestling. Is gymnastics.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
It sounds weird.
I'm fucking good at gymnastics, bro. What it is what it is. It's just front flips aren't good for
What
shit.
you're really good at that you never do is cleaning the entire house.
Fuck off. She said, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We heard.
I am
That's
really
so-
good at cleaning because I have like fucking OCD. So if I decide to clean, this is why I don't clean. Because if I start cleaning, it's like an entire day event, and it's not just like straightening shit out. It's like I'm fucking going hammer. Like I'm cleaning every room in the house. I'm taking every fucking piece of dog hair off the floor. I'm fucking throwing out 100 t-shirts that I never wear anymore. I'm like doing a purge. I'm purging the house. Like it's fucked.
I'm pretty sure that's an ADHD thing.
Yeah.
Like,
For
so I'll do
sure.
the same thing. Like,
We had
when
a dump
when
truck
when
at
the,
my
when the
house.
bug bites me, though, let me tell you, I'm gonna take a full advantage of that because everything's getting fucking done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before Lacey moved in, Tom, I literally had a dump truck in my driveway. And I was like, don't need it, don't need it, don't need it, don't need
Yeah.
it. Like just everything,
Yeah.
just gone.
Yeah.
Just get the hell out
And
of here.
that's why I can't do it. Like, and that's why Nova has to do all the cleaning because she's like, "Hey, you made like a mess in the kitchen. Can you clean it up?" I'm like, "Babe, if I fucking start cleaning up the kitchen, my entire day's fucking toast because I will move from the kitchen to the living room to the dining room to the downstairs to the upstairs to the bedroom to the closet to the garage. Like, I will not be able to stop, and I have shit I need to do today."
Yeah.
So can you just move my cup into the sink and throw out the empty rice package, please? Fuck.
I feel that.
Dump got me on a roll
Yeah.
laughing.
And once you start, you can't stop. It's like a thing of Pringles.
Yeah.
Right? Once you pop, can't stop.
It's a true story, though.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah,
so
it's really important.
yeah, I really liked this one. This one comes from Nelson.
Can you talk?
I just glitched out in real time. It's fine. So Nelson from Thoughts of a Predicate Winner, who's been like, I loved watching his like reaction journey because he had heard of you and kind of already pegged you for whatever he thought, I guess. And then he reacted to God mode. And needless to say, he was blown away.
And then he just would like head first like down the rabbit hole.
And I know I'm pretty sure you've definitely seen some of his reactions, but he says, "What does integrity mean to you in the form of music? How do you continue making music that matters to you when so many fans point you in different directions?"
I mean, I think the answer to that question is like kind of in the question, and it's just like I have to just make music that just matters to me, and that's really it. Like, and I get it, and I understand it, and people are like, "Oh, it's too much politics, it's too much this, it's too much that," and it's like, what do you want from me, dude? Like, when I wrote like balloons, when I wrote like withdrawals, when I like wrote those songs, like I was in a fucking awful place. Like,
Yeah.
I don't write like I could write a million songs like those songs just by like reflecting on my life and like reliving the moments that inspired those songs. But it like feels super disingenuous to me to be like, oh well, people want a song about you know, addiction, or people want a song about, I'm like no longer addicted, bro. Like I don't drink anymore. So like I can't write you a song about like, I mean I could, but I won't, because like it doesn't feel like real to me. When I wrote those songs, when I wrote withdrawals, when I wrote, there's a couple songs in the new album, like when I wrote those songs, like, and I shared them with like Nova and stuff, like we cried when we listened to those songs because they fucking meant something like to me in that moment when I wrote those songs. And like, I don't want to write a song about like my addiction problems or my mental health, or like, I don't want to write that song for the sake of writing that song. I only want to make it when I'm feeling it. And when it's done, if I listen to it and it doesn't make me feel fucking bad for myself, if it doesn't make me want to like cry listening to it, then I'm not putting it out.
Yeah.
Because like that's the level of which, like, that's how important those records are to me. And like, if it's not going to make me feel upset and connect with me emotionally, then I'm not just going to like put it out in the world and just be like, well, it'll connect emotionally with somebody because somebody's going through it. Like, I have to be like in the moment. And sometimes I get, you know, I get into those moments, and I write those songs because I'm having a bad day, or I'm struggling with something, or life is just being difficult. But yeah, that's like kind of what it is to me. It's like I have to write those songs when they feel like the realest to me. And in the moment, if I feel like making Devil is a Democrat because that's what matters to me, then that's the song that I need to like make. And like I felt like I had something to prove when I when I did God mode. And I felt like something that I had something to prove when I did Don't Look Down, and I had something to prove when I did No Response, and like, and I felt like I had something to prove. And at like this point, like I don't fucking have to prove anything to anybody. Like I
No.
know I know where I'm at with this shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm really fucking cool and humble and like not super braggadocious, but at the same time it's like I fucking know where I'm at and I can fucking go if I want to go. And it
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be about politics, and it doesn't have to be about any of that shit. It can just be about whatever.
Yeah, but you're
I-
unapologetically you, and that's why so many of us like just rock with you, right? Like that, it's just, you know, and I think that that is where I think so many people like they're just coming in or don't know exactly like who is Tom MacDonald, you know, and they want to take bits and pieces, you know, and it kind of just gets, I don't know. I feel like sometimes people just open their ears and take a listen, you know, like it makes sense or aligns, even if you don't always agree with every single thing you say. I don't, right?
Yeah.
Like, but people just sometimes don't. Anyways, don't get me.
Yeah, so
I'll get
it's just
started.
like,
I'm talking to the man. I don't need to get started. He knows.
yeah, so I just have to do like what matters to me at the time, and like, you know, what if that's something political that like matters to me, then that's what I have to do. And if I'm having a difficult day and it's something about mental health and or addiction or just life being hard or like whatever, like, you know, um I have to just write about what matters to me, and like, not to say that like other people's opinion doesn't matter, but like at the end of the day, like I don't I don't make the political songs because that's what people want from me, because they clearly don't. Like a lot of people are like tired of it and they like want something else, and they want balloons and they want God mode and they want this and they want that. And it's just like, bro, like that doesn't matter to me right now.
Right.
Like I'm making the music about the shit that matters to me right now. And that's really it. And that's what I have to do. And that's how I've been doing this shit for fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not making music that matters to me right now, I'm gonna be fucking bored.
Right.
And it's like, and it's not gonna turn out like, it's not gonna turn out great. Like
Yeah.
it's just not. Like so I have to write about the shit that matters to me in the moment. And you know, whatever. Lately, maybe that's been a little like, I mean, look at fucking Proud to Be a Problem. There's one political song on that entire fucking album. That's what mattered to me at the moment.
Right.
Like that was me feeling like I needed to prove myself in a completely different way. Like
Yeah.
where I'm like, okay, cool. Like you want something that's not political? How do I give you something that's not political that's still like interesting to me right now? I'm gonna change the whole fucking genre. I'm gonna change everything about it. And like that's what matters to me right now. And then, you know, you give people 20 songs or 21 songs that aren't political. And then the second you make another political song, people are like, oh, it's too much politics. And I'm like, bro, I just gave you an entire fucking album that was not political, my guy.
I say
Right.
that all the time.
Yeah, and that whole album, like it's still literally in my car, in my CD player.
She
Yes,
has
I
a
still
CD
have a
player.
CD player in my car, people, and it is in there. And if you don't want to hear Tom MacDonald when you get in my car, then don't get in. Just telling you.
That's why
Amen,
people like
brother.
it well. Yeah. Well, you know, I really think that people don't understand is that's what really does separate you from mainstream. Is mainstream is about what sells to people, like, and not about what really matters. And I think that's why I rock with you so hard, is because the music does matter and it helps people and it expresses you know, ideas and thoughts that a lot of people have when they don't have a voice and they feel like they can't speak up and stuff. It gives them it gives them a release, you know. And but I've always said, like, I don't really care what you put out. I want to hear whatever it is that you want to put out, what you want me to hear. Like whatever you have to say, I want to hear it, and
Well,
whatever you want to put it out. So
thank you. I appreciate that. And I think that there's a lot of people also that think that like things mattering and things selling, they think they're like mutually exclusive.
yeah.
So like if you do something that matters to you and it's successful in terms of views, streams, fucking t-shirts, whatever the fuck, all of a sudden, because that thing is successful, well, it must not matter then. Because the only reason he did that is because it was successful. It's like I had no fucking idea it was gonna be successful, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just wrote something that mattered that happened to be successful. Those things can like go together. Like
Yeah.
Devil is a Democrat almost didn't come out. Like if you guys remember, like I for religiously for the last fucking 10 years, I announced my music videos on Monday. Hey, my new music video drops on Friday. Devil is a Democrat. Scroll back on my fucking feed. Go take a look. There is no post on Monday.
Mm-mm.
Because
No.
Monday came around and I was like, I don't know. It matters to me, and I feel like this shit doesn't matter to anybody else anymore because people were saying too much politics, too much this, too much that. And I was like, you know, I had this attitude where I was like, fuck that. I'm going to do like what I want to do. And I don't give a shit what anybody else is saying. But then Monday rolled around and I let it get into my head. And I was like, ah, fuck. You know, people aren't going to like this. It doesn't matter to them the same way that it matters to me anymore. I was listening to the vocal minority and I just like let it get in my head. And then I was like, but I was like desperate to like be creative and like put something else into the world. So I was like already like writing a new song and I was like, fuck it. Well, I'll just write something right now. We'll shoot it and we'll drop it on Friday. And then by the time Monday evening rolled around, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? This song fucking matters to me fuck what anybody else has to say. And then I announced it on Tuesday and dropped it on Friday and like whatever.
And
So
look at the success where it's at freaking now.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
and
Like,
that's what I'm saying. If my whole goal was for this song to be successful, I would have just fucking announced it on Monday.
Yeah.
But it was a question of like people making me question like if that type of record mattered anymore. And it mattered to me, but I couldn't tell if it mattered to anybody else. And then at the end of the day, I was like, fuck it. It matters to me. Even if it fucking flops, even if it's unsuccessful, even if everybody says, this is the same old shit, blah, blah, blah. Fuck it. It matters to me. It's fucking coming out. So we announced it on Tuesday and went for it. And then what mattered to me ended up being one of my most successful songs to date. And those two things can live harmoniously together.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, how I was looking at it too, so like something that may not matter to like
Yeah.
the mass
mass-
majority, right? But if it matters to you and
Yeah.
it reaches one person, it matters to
Yeah.
them, then no matter what, it's successful,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's how I like. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, it's
That's my view.
more the motivation behind it. Like, I love that you write music that matters to you, that means something, as opposed to somebody producing a song because they just know it's going to sell. It doesn't say anything. I love the fact that your motivations behind it are meaningful, and then on top of it, it's like all these other people feel the same way. And now, I mean, millions, so many millions of people have listened to that song and are rocking with it because they do feel the same way. And I think it does matter to them too, especially with the marketing, like you said before. When you see it in your face like that and then you hear it, it really just, I don't know, that really struck a chord with me. So I appreciate that you put music out the way you do, and it's dope on top of that. So
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's I don't know. People like spin this tale that like, oh, Tom's music was like super unsuccessful, so like he fucking came up with this super clever angle where he was gonna appeal to fucking alt-right people. And that's like, bro, like
Mhm.
I was fucking a addict that was like homeless, sleeping on a fucking air mattress. I was making music like for like my whole life. I had a fucking catastrophic mental unraveling and like lost my fucking mind and quit making music for a year and fucking got sober and slept in my childhood bedroom at my mom's house because I thought I was gonna fucking kill myself. And like through that process started questioning the music I was making and why was I making that music. And look at this terrible fucking effect that living my lyrics has had on my life. I'm completely fucked now. I can't even like go to a movie theater. I went to a fucking Staples with my mom to get like some shit that she needed for work, and I'm like standing in line with her like tapping my foot, and I just said to her, I gotta go. Can I have the keys to the car? I cannot be here. I have to leave. And like couldn't go. I went to a fucking Star Wars movie with my mom. My dad was sailing. My mom, the new Star Wars came out. She's like, you want to go see the new Star Wars? I'm like, yeah. I sat in the fucking theater for 15 minutes and I was like, I have to leave. I can't do this. And like left and went home. Like, and through this entire fucked up period of my life, started figuring out the music that I've been making that's emulating the music I've been listening to has reinforced fucking all of these terrible behaviors and poor moral standard that's led me to complete fucking destruction of the person that I was and my life and my friendships and everything. So like, what do I want to make music about moving forward? Who do I want to fucking make it for? Do I want to make music that's going to tear other people down like that music tore me down? Or do I want to make music that's going to like empower other people to like stand up and not be afraid? And like that is the very natural, real progression like of my music. It wasn't some fucking calculated marketing strategy. This is like
Yeah.
real fucking life. And like it just so it was that mental breakdown, worst thing that ever happened to me, also best thing that ever happened to me. It set me up for the rest of my fucking life. I've been sober for
Yeah.
like almost 10 fucking years. I'm saying the same shit on my songs that I say to my friends and my family and my girlfriend and anybody who has a conversation with me. The shit in my songs, that's what I talk about. That's what I'm interested in. That I'm taking in the same information as everybody else. The fucking headlines, the social media, the news, the fucking radio, the newspaper, I'm being bombarded with the same fucking information as everybody else. The only difference is I know how to use the fucking microphone that's plugged into my computer. And instead of hiding the conversations about the headlines in my fucking living room with people that I feel safe about talking about those things with, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to put it out into the fucking world, because if I'm in my living room talking about these things with my people, there's other people out there in their living rooms talking about the same shit with the people that they feel safe around. And we shouldn't all be locked away in the privacy of our houses in a fucking safe zone, scared of ridicule and cancellation and being crucified by the fucking internet. And if I'm going to be the guy that gets crucified by the internet and shut down and deplatformed and fucked with, fine. I've already almost died, bro. I did the worst thing that you could possibly imagine to myself. I have nothing to fear. I will say what I don't give a fuck. So that whole situation set me up for what my music is today. And, you know, people will try to discredit it with its clickbait, it's fucking manufactured, it's this, it's that, it's whatever. All of that to say, this shit legitimately, genuinely matters to me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep fucking doing it, regardless of how many people want to hear it or don't. If I really was interested in just being successful, I would have listened to the hundreds of thousands of people that said, stop making this type of music and go back to the old Tom. I would have did that 5 years ago when they started saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think we can speak for probably, you know, the majority of Hangover and most of those people in the chat. Speaking of shout out, because there's like 160 some people in here. So shout out to y'all. That we appreciate you doing you, right? The period, no matter what it is, no matter the transitions, because a lot of us have been there through those different transitions, you know, and I think that if it wasn't for you, a lot of us wouldn't know like what to look for in what I like to call actual art, right? Like because we're just spewed so much BS, right, with mainstream, that I literally almost exclusively listen to independent artists now because of you.
That's dope.
Right.
That's super fucking dope.
So that brought me, you know, like you brought me to somebody else that brought me to somebody else. And it was like this, you know, ricochet of people that just, you know, follow through. So, you know, so we communicate with a lot of these folks. We've actually interviewed several of these folks. So, you know, so kudos to you, Tom, for just doing that, you know, and we appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Tracy,
update. Devil's a Democrat is still #1 on iTunes hip hop charts 23 days after its release.
Hey.
She said, "You're looking at another 2 more billboards come Tuesday. That's 7 total for 1 track."
Hey, I love
That's
Tracy.
crazy.
I love Tracy.
I love it so much.
She's up on all that.
Yeah.
Look, I got a fun question, or so like if I don't ask this, my son might just be pissed because he, you know.
It's true.
So my son said, "What does it feel like to wear a grill? Like eating, drinking, talking, rapping?"
Oh, you can't eat in it.
I didn't figure. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
I've never tried. It feels really fucking weird. Like really weird. I shouldn't say I've never tried, because I have tried before, just like on set of videos and shit, just have a quick bite or whatever. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because you can't, it's just a weird numb feeling because you can't feel through the silver platinum, whatever the fuck it is, metal. So drinking is fine. But yeah, I can't eat in them, and it is like a weird feeling. Like you wouldn't think, but your like mouth feels like really full all the time.
I know the feel. I know the feeling.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's thin. Like it's a thin thing that like goes over your teeth. But even just like a couple millimeters of fucking metal in your mouth, like, is a lot.
Yeah. Well, I got a whole ass hockey puck, like, you know, at the top of my mouth. So
how
you know.
hard is it, like, when you're doing a video and like having to rap and perform? Like, they ever just fall out randomly? Be like, oh,
no,
shit.
not really. Like they fit pretty tight. Like, yeah, they clamp in like pretty good. So I've never actually, you know what? I think in God mode, they did come out a few times because the song is so fucking long that like by the time you've like wrapped it like 10 times and you're moving your mouth so much, like I think the heat from so much movement like
Yeah.
expands the metal a little bit so they get kind of loose, and then sometimes the top one would drop. So yeah.
I know that 'cause
Be some great BTS right
yeah.
there.
You know what they
Yeah.
told me too, just about it, like with my dentures. I could actually have a pair of like grilled dentures made.
Why
Like,
don't you? That's 100%. That should be on your list of things to
I
do.
know. As
Christmas
soon as I
present.
become rich and famous, I will work on that.
Oh fuck. You can I mean, yeah. I don't know. My first pair of grills
Oh,
Hey,
because
that didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
what the fuck just happened? I missed it.
Exactly.
who's jumping off the wall?
You jumped off the wall at us.
Yeah,
Jeez.
literally. It's that energy like sent it through the air, like messing up our studio. What the hell?
Oh, my bad.
Look, this is my favorite one. This is actually my
Look, it's signed. You signed it.
it's my one that you actually
see it.
personalized and sent me.
I
So
remember that.
yeah. So
My first
yeah.
pair, I got like my bottom because you can get like your bottom 6, your bottom 8, your bottom 10, like your bottom 12. You can get like a full row.
Oh, really?
So like my first pair was like my bottom 6, which is like from like vampire tooth to vampire tooth, and it was so it's just the 6 there, and they were gold, and they were like $400. I got them because I was going on tour through Europe, and like for some reason I thought that like that would make me have a cooler stage presence or some shit. I don't know. But just for your own personal, information, if you ever come across fucking a spare $400, you could get yourself bottom 6 gold.
Well, what I should probably do is when it's time for a new pair, take this pair and be like, hey, can you just bling these fuckers out? Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
just bling
you
these
don't have
things
to. I will
out.
bedazzle the fuck out of
It's
it.
gonna be like little like just put little rhinestones on the shit for me. Like she's
I
got
can make
me.
it happen. I'm like
I'm
the
gonna have them.
MacGyver
You
of-
watch.
Yeah, get some hot glue and some rhinestones and just fucking
Just sit there.
pimp your teeth, dude.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pimp my teeth instead of pimp my ride. I love it. I love it. That's so fucking funny.
All right, well, we got one from Auntie Pan,
Yes.
who is a huge fan. She's in the Discord. What, if any, is the obsession with your enemy's severed heads? You have mentioned it in at least three songs. Drug
I
is
don't
one of
know,
them. For
man.
sure.
I just love the idea of like I think I've probably just seen it in like movies and shit, like Vikings and like tribesmen like living out in the jungle and shit. They're always like collecting the heads of their enemies and putting them on like sticks, or like I don't know what movie it was, but somebody was carrying around like a bundle of people's heads that they'd severed in like a netted bag. And I always just was fascinated with like, wearing your victim's teeth on a necklace or carrying around their severed heads as trophies. I was always just like, that's like the hardest shit ever. I fuck with that. So I don't know. Like I just keep finding a way to work it in.
Yeah. Shout out Nelson. Thank you. We see you in the chat. Just wanted to dots of the predicate winners. Yeah, he's in here now saying, hey, what's up? So
that was a really good question. I had no idea I'd mentioned it so many times because every time I think of it, I'm like, that's badass.
yeah,
And I just say it, but I guess I just keep doing it over and over
I know it's
again.
for sure in drugs.
it's in drugs. It was in Danger, right? Recently talks about severed heads, and then there's another one.
Heads in general.
Yeah, she there was another one. She had it like it's in these 3 songs. It was quite hilarious. So
I feel like I should know this. I'm letting myself down.
listen, you were being tested today and you failed.
I know. I know the other one. Like, I mean, I have like I know a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good one that I'd like to maybe end on real quick because we know how big you are on fitness.
Oh yeah. Just trying to read.
Trying to read my handwriting.
Do you think that fitness gives you the same therapy effect that making music does?
Mm, similar but different.
Yeah.
I'm in like a place right now in my life where like it's kind of always been like one or the other. Um, like when I'm like putting together like an album, which I seem to always be doing, um, it's like it's a really like self-destructive like process because I like stop eating right, I stop working out, I stop doing anything other than like just work. Like I wake up, I'm in the fucking studio making beats, recording, or I'm making content, or I'm planning videos, or I'm fucking, I'm just like laser focused, just like fucking on top of it. And everything else goes to shit. I stop running, I stop exercising, I stop talking to people, I stop eating right, I stop everything. And fuck, sometimes it takes 3 months, 4 months, 5 months to get all the pieces of the album and all the videos and all this shit done. And then like by the time the album's finished, I'm like, holy fuck, I've been eating like garbage and I haven't exercised in like 4 months. Like, it's brutal. And and the but the like serotonin that I get from like making the music is like what's keeping me going like every day. And then when like the album wraps up, then all of a sudden I'm like, I go from like going 100 miles an hour to like dead stop 0. And then all of a sudden that like serotonin stops and I'm like, fuck, not only am I not making music and that's to feel good, like I also haven't worked out in 4 months or ate good in 4 months. And now I'm in like the worst shape that I've been in a year and I'm not making music and I feel like fucking shit. So then I go like super overdrive into like running and lifting and fucking da 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 da. Because that's like, you know, I have a real huge problem with moderation, like, and always have. Like that's what like we talked about. I had to quit drinking, I had to quit the candy and shit. Just because that just becomes me. And that's all I do. And I've been so obsessive about the music shit for like so long, which has been great for output, but super destructive to like my actual physical and mental well-being. Um, so now it's like I won't make music. I can't make music right now unless I've like ran and exercised and like taken care of business. Like
Yeah.
my main thing in life right now is like balance, like finding balance. Like, okay, dude, like you worked 5 days out of this week. Like you can spend Saturday and Sunday just doing nothing or going shopping with Nova or going to a movie or going golfing or like whatever. Um, so like I'm trying to find this balance and like the mode that I'm in right now is that like I don't feel like music is like the reward for me taking care of business, and taking care of business is running and lifting and eating right. And after I've like knocked that out, like I wake up, I run, or I wake up and I lift and run. After that, after I sit in the sauna, after I do all the bullshit, then I can like make music. And I feel good enough about myself after taking care of business that I'm like, okay, now I can go really hard on the music shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of like that's my thing right now. Is I'm like doing both, and it's like exhausting, but it's had such a profoundly like positive impact on like my mental health, and the songs are better, and I'm just like enjoying everything a lot more because one is not like placed on this pedestal while the other is like suffering like crazy. I'm trying to conquer both simultaneously.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
that's totally understandable. I have a hard time with balance. It's super bad. So she tries to help me like understand a little better because I came to a halt. Like I went on a big, huge weight loss journey. I've lost over 150 pounds myself. And
congratulations! That's fucking amazing.
thank you. And but I came to like the stall, right? Like it's pretty much been like the last 6 months where I'm just kind of like, or like this one because I still have like this body. What do you call it?
Body dysmorphia.
Yes, because like she's like, would you stop wearing clothes? Like it's too big. Carol, it's too big. Like she actually bribed me to try on a different shirt size because it was from the album release. It was you and Adam Calhoun like on a shirt, and I wanted that
the
shirt.
exclusive one for the big
Yes,
pack with
and I wanted it so bad, and it was like an extra large. Well, I'm usually walking around in like 4X's all the time, 5X's, swimming in clothes. She was like, as soon as you can fit this shirt, you can have it. And it was like, it's a large, like a large.
I'm not above bribery.
No. So she was
that's a good fucking friend right there.
Yeah. Well, I went and put it on and I was like, well, hey.
She was like, well, maybe I can.
I can wear it.
Maybe I'll just try it on. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, bitch, do that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, it's hard sometimes though, because you just get lost in whatever's going on. Then with Lucy, you know, then the whole teeth thing, and it was just the whole thing. Like, you know, so I was like, I don't care, I'm eating what I can eat. So but you know, we'll get back to it. All right, Tom, we've had you for a long time, but do you have time for one I think that exclusively fun?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. This is taking it way back, sort of. So Tom MacDonald is All-Star is coming back for a tag team wrestling match, and your partner is Steve Austin. Okay, Stone Cold. Which one of your songs is your walkout song that you're both coming out to?
Oh shit.
One coming out of retirement. You're coming out of retirement. You got the spandex going. You and Austin are doing the beer cans. What's this?
See who's in the chat?
Oh shit.
Did you see it? I said thank you.
That's fucking hard.
Holy.
I'll probably change this. Fucking. Yo, my guy!
Holy shit.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's go.
With the $99.99.
I know. Thank you, Adam.
Shit, Adam. Appreciate you, bro.
Well, in the spirit of that, like, I feel like American flags would make good entrance music, man.
Yeah.
American flags would make good entrance music. Also, like, I don't know, like,
Adam,
I always felt like No Good Bastards would make really good entrance music.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's super fun. American flags though is the one that they literally have me. I had a drink or two one day, just this one time. I don't really drink, and they have video of me hanging out her car window.
Oh, this time.
Fucking scream singing American flags. Like to any car, it didn't matter.
I thought she was gonna pop out the sunroof.
Look, if I wasn't too fat, if I could have fit, I'd have went. So, but yeah, it was that's my fucking jam. I fucking love
that song so much. Like,
yeah.
You know, but now every time I watch the video, all I can see is you holding onto the back of Adam as you're
like jumping down.
So he doesn't fall.
Those outtakes were so fun.
Oh my God.
He will tell you, like, there was a few times where he almost went down and I just went and grabbed his fucking vest. Like, we had no idea. Like, we got there and we were so like, we were like two kids in a fucking toy store. Like, there's tanks and fucking all these armored vehicles and like just all this dope shit. And we're just walking around looking at everything. And, you know, we'd planned, oh yeah, we'll do this performance piece where we're like standing on top of this tank and like da-da-da-da-da. But like, I don't think neither one of us had any fucking idea like what standing on a moving tank is actually like. And that motherfucker's a bumpy ride, dude. And like it's manual. So like when it goes into gear, like it doesn't just like start moving, it like fucking lurches and then it's like off. So like the first time we're standing up on the tank and we're standing there, we're talking shit, we're bullshitting with each other, and the guy's like in the tank or whatever, and fucking Nova's over there with the camera and stuff, and Nova's like tripping. She's like, fucking don't fall off the tank, like if you get run over by this thing it'll kill you, like da 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 da. And we're like, yeah, don't worry about that. And then we get up on that tank, and that's like a moment when you like first get up there and you're like, holy shit, like we're like pretty high off the ground. Like it doesn't look like it, but you know, it always feels higher when you're the one on top of the whatever it is. And we were up there, and Nova's like, "Are you guys ready?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're ready. Fucking tell them to step on it. Let's go. Let's shoot this fucking thing." And like, the guy was just like, "Okay," and all of a sudden, tank goes into gear, and the thing fucking lurches, and me and Adam both fucking hit the deck. I actually like tried to stay standing and trying to catch my balance. I whipped my arms back, and Adam was standing next to me and caught my fucking hand right in the bridge of the nose. And like, yeah, I hit him hard, and we both fell face down on the fucking tank. And Nova's on the ground freaking the fuck out, and she's screaming, "Stop the tank! Stop the tank!" So the guy fucking stops, and we were like, "Holy shit! Like this is gonna be really fucking hard, huh?" But yeah, we figured it out. We figured it out. We didn't. We were prepared the second time. The first time we had no idea what to expect, and like, fuck me, man. Yeah, we went down hard. And he caught that hand in the face. Like, I felt so bad. His eyes were watering. Like, I was surprised I didn't break his nose. Like, I tagged him. Like, it was.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, in other words, Adam owes you one. Like, just a.
Oh, Adam's giving me plenty.
Yeah. Okay. I won't ask for elaboration, but all right. So,
I can only imagine.
Right. All right, Tom. Well, we have tons of questions, but we didn't want to keep you.
Yeah,
And we've already
you need to go.
had you on here for like 2 hours.
Because
So
I could just keep going.
Yeah,
forever.
Well, we'll do a part 2.
Oh,
Shit,
love
yeah.
that. I'm gonna hold on to my questions for a part 2.
Yeah,
We'll
especially
do that.
Adam loves to share information all the time when he goes live, so we know things are coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've heard rumors.
We're excited about
So
next year.
yeah. So
Sorry.
what could be? What could be?
What could be potentially
But yes, we'll leave it at that.
if it were a thing ever.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, we want to thank everybody for coming today. Tom, thank you. It was absolutely a blast.
Yeah, best time ever.
Freaking hilarious.
Guys. Thank you. I mean, these fucking interviews, like, I don't know. I've been doing so many of them for fucking so long that it's just like, and I don't really do many of them anymore. And I may stop altogether. I don't know. I'm just like tired of answering the same questions and telling the same stories, but it just like is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
We tried.
you guys crushed it. That's what I'm getting to, is that like I felt like I was just talking to my friends. It didn't really feel like an interview. That was fucking great.
Loved it.
I loved it. So yeah, whenever you guys want to do the part 2, you just let me know and I'll be there. All right.
All right, we'll
Hell
definitely
yeah.
do so. Well, thank you so much. Much love, Tom. Have a good night.
I love you guys. Bye.
Love you,
Bye.
bro. Take care. Tell Nova we said hi.
Okay. All right, chat. So thank you guys for coming. Appreciate you. This is where we're going to end it. Sorry we didn't get to really get into the chat too much tonight. It's kind of hard when you're focusing on Tom, and we had him here for almost 2 hours, which was spectacular, especially since Tom doesn't do too many of these and give that much of his time, because he's a very, very busy guy. We know this.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you all very much for coming tonight.
Yeah.
We hope to see you soon.
And yes, if you haven't already went and bought the song and downloaded the song, let's go for week number 4. Like, go to iTunes and buy the song, not Apple Music. Go buy it, download it, share it everywhere. Get anybody with an iPhone or whatever to buy it. Let's go for number 4. Let's see how many we can get. Let's just make it like it's a scientific experiment.
Yeah, let's do it. And like in the chat, I want to thank the mods. I know that Amy was here, Tabitha was here, Tracy, the lovely Tracy's here.
Gimmickless.
Yeah, Gimmickless was in the chat. Thank you,
Nelson.
Adam Calhoun. Thank you,
Just in
Nelson.
time.
Just in time
Tim.
for stopping by. Tim was
I saw
here.
Lori.
Lori was in the chat. JT was in the chat.
HBR on the Crossroads is in the chat.
We're trying to-
Mary Sunny.
We're trying to
Stephanie.
get- I know Melissa was in the chat. We just want to thank you
All of
guys
you.
so much. Again, I hate feeling like we neglected the chat, but sometimes, when you're doing that interview and that conversation, especially when you have an artist like Tom on, your attention really needs to go to that artist. So,
Yeah.
but we appreciate
Auntie
you
Pan.
so much. Yes, Auntie Pam was in the house. I'm trying to think who are we forgetting, because there's so many.
Just all of you,
So many.
We kind of tried to look at the chat a little bit, but it's really, really hard. It's
Domo was in the house.
Oh, Domo, thank you so much.
Thank you, Domo.
buddy.
We saw you in the house. Thank you, bud.
Yeah, Nelson for sure.
Yes, Nelson was here. Yes.
Thoughts of a predicate winner. If you are not subscribed to DF Domo, Gimmickless Reactions, Thoughts of a Predicate Winner, or Adam Calhoun, Just in Time, Triple T, Lori's World, all of those people that are part of, I would say, our community at this point.
Yes.
Please go subscribe to everyone. HBR at the Crossroads, 2 Protects 1. I saw 2 Protects 1
Yes,
in
2
here.
Protects 1 was in here.
Anybody I might have forgot, like, if you see them, go subscribe to their channels, check out their content. They got great reactions, especially when it comes to Tom. So
Yes. Go check them out,
Aletta
guys.
Rose, or Alicia and Aletta Rose.
Yeah.
I saw y'all
Yeah,
there. Alicia and her boyfriend Chris.
Yeah, I'm not sure who else I might have missed in the chat. We tried to keep up. I see Mary's in the chat. So, Melissa.
Charger Dave.
I always want to mess up her last name.
Yeah. Late.
Yes. Just pop her up real quick.
This one.
Melissa.
Wait.
Where'd she go?
Oh, there we go. Wait, no.
Let's.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, it keeps
jumped.
moving.
There you go. It kept moving. Melissa, I'm not sure how to say your last name, my love. But shout out to you. We appreciate you being here today.
Yes, let's see. Oh, Cosmic Crazy. Thank you for your membership. Vicky Smith. JT, the homie. Go subscribe to JT if you're not. Cheryl McCollum. Also, JT, thank you for the $10 and the $5. I'm sorry we didn't ask him about the Daddy's Home video because I already know all of those answers. That was in reference to, I think, what Nova would say about the, whatever her and what's his sister's name? Jenna. Her and Jenna reacted to that video and they talked about like how she felt about it and all that. So I didn't want to rehash that. American Flags 2 with ACAL. Yes, American Flags 2 with ACAL. Miss Tabitha. Oh, I guess I could be putting these up here like this.
Yeah.
And then also Just in Time. It was so good to see him last night. Just in Time showed up randomly. Well, not super randomly. Yeah, but we went and saw Dirty. So if you haven't listened to Dirty Music, go check him out. He's amazing. And also Big Murph was there, who we got to see for the first time.
Yes,
incredible. Like,
if you guys never heard of Big Murph, go check him out. He is incredible. So Justin was not far away. I think he's just in town for business, and he slid through.
And Frank Thompson was there.
Yeah. So we got to hang out with Justin for a while. We got to hang out with Dirty and Frank Thompson, and got to meet Big Murph, and it was a real good time, guys. So if you can go support your independent artists by going to a concert, copying any merch, you should really do so. These artists really could use the support.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Frank Thompson is just an amazing human being.
Yeah,
so
stay tuned.
Please
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Be on.
Yeah, we were definitely going to be having him on very soon once he's off tour. So keep that in mind. Go check out his material. He's fantastic. He writes about real shit. Lone Wolves, thank you so much. Let's see. And then this one. Let's go, Lacey and Carol. Thoughts of Party Winning. Thank you so much. You are my hero. For Carol's new grill.
I saw that. Thank you. Loved it. It was great.
This is the best interview with Tom. So real and natural. It's like he's just hanging out, talking with friends, talking for a week. Oh, I love that so much.
Thank
That's
you,
exactly
Melissa. That's
what I was
looking for. Yep, that was what we were looking for.
That's what I wanted. And of course, Adam Calhoun, freaking $100. That is insanity.
Yes. Shout out to Adam.
That's crazy. I don't even know what to say about that. So grateful for all of you who did super chats and stuff. That's super incredible to help us keep doing stuff like this and making it better. Hopefully the sound was good. I didn't really get a chance to sound check test it too much.
Yeah.
And I kind of moved the mic closer, so hopefully it's not too echoey. I have no idea, but yeah, I think that's
we love it.
Basically a wrap on that. Fucking amazing. Tom is just the coolest dude ever.
So laid back.
Yeah.
Such a cool guy.
Yeah.
Such a cool guy.
Hopefully y'all learned some stuff that maybe you didn't know, and hopefully we asked some questions that were, a little bit different than some of the other interviews he does.
And shout out Triple T. If you're not subbed to Triple T, go over there because we're going to be having a part 2 probably on Triple T's.
To our Tom interview.
Yes, to our Tom. Yeah, where we talked to Triple T about Tom. So that'll be probably coming up soon. So if you're not subscribed to Triple T.
Here we go right here. So if you are not already subscribed to Triple T, please go over there. Like she said, he is going to be live next. So he's going to be going up live next. If you know, you know. But go check him out. We did a part 1 all about Tom from the beginning, kind of addressing more of just his journey in general through the music and kind of introduced him. And that was so much fun. I don't even, that went for like what? a few hours.
Yeah, we talked to Triple T for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
a hot minute. And it was so much fun. We had obviously Tom is like our favorite subject to talk about when it comes to the music and stuff. And it was really fun to kind of help, change the narrative a little bit when it comes to Tom and like what people kind of think about him and show them a different side of him than just the political side. So please go check that one out as well.
Yes, absolutely. There's just, sometimes it's perception, even, I found some great reactors to Tom that used to was on that bandwagon. I mean, Manny from Goatworthy was same way. I know that Nelson, Thoughts Predicate Winner, also kind of, was maybe deterred or however it might be at the beginning, but ended up, going down that rabbit hole and, I would like to say pretty big fans of Tom at this point. So, but ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I want to thank every single one of you because this chat really made this interview a good time, kept it going. Mods, thank you for keeping the chat going and conversation. I'm glad everything was nice and peaceful, and I appreciate you all so, so, so much. And I think with that, we will probably see you next time.
Peace out, guys.